Hello, I'm Drew Matott, and I'm calling in from Hamburg, Germany, where I have my studio, St. Pauli Paper Studio. So I'm the director and co-founder of the Peace Paper Project, which is an international organization of hand paper makers, art therapists, social advocates, and fine artists. And with the Peace Paper Project, I travel around the world setting up different hand paper making studios in communities that use traditional hand paper making as a form of art therapy, social engagement, social action, and fine art making. Since 2011, when we started the Peace Paper Project, I've set up over 40 different programs around the world. And so these programs are in Australia, New Zealand, Turkey, Iran, Ukraine, Poland, Germany, Spain, the United Kingdom, and pretty much all over the United States of America. I'm calling in from Hamburg, Germany, where we've set up our studio. We established it in 2016 in collaboration with Janine Schumacher and the cultural office here in Hamburg, where our main focus has been to conduct different papermaking workshops with the refugees and the migrant populations that have been coming from Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, parts of Asia, and Africa. At these different workshops, which you'll see some of the examples in the exhibit, individuals bring the clothing that they wore as they fled their home country to the papermaking workshops. They cut the material up and they transform it into paper pulp using our Hollander beater. And then they reform those sheets of paper, the rag material, into sheets of paper. Then we do pulp printing, we do creative writing, we do bookbinding. We kind of use these of the other papermaking and printmaking processes as a way to reinforce a form of reflection and consideration of the material to remember and record these individuals' experiences. So as they integrate into German culture, they are able to record and remember some of these elements from their past. And so we like to think that it's a way for these individuals to have a physical object of remembrance that they can pass on to future generations so that they're not losing the piece of their history. So that's kind of been the main focus of our work in Hamburg for the last 3 years until COVID. With COVID, of course, things have changed. We've been in shutdown for about 1.5 years and haven't really been able to do workshops. We've been doing a lot more correspondence work where refugee programs are gathering rag material from the individuals and they're mailing it to us. We're transforming the paper here, the rag material into paper here in our studio, and then we're mailing it back. And people are kind of doing stuff through Zoom, as we all are aware of. So that's kind of one of the main examples. Things here have changed, in the world, especially with the refugee crisis. Most of the refugees that have come to Germany have been resettled, and almost all of the centers that were here to set up to service the different refugees that we've been working in direct collaboration with have been shut down. And so we're currently kind of like now, holding programs or looking to hold programs with some of the more talented individuals that we worked with who are interested in learning more about papermaking and maybe coming in and doing more sophisticated work and to kind of continue to process their experiences into fine art making. Another project that we've done, Peace Paper Project travels around the world, and we work in different communities to help set up these papermaking programs. One that we did in 2018 was in one of the slums of Mumbai, the Kalwa slum in Mumbai. And so Janine and I traveled to Mumbai, and we spent 1 month working with 3 different women, helping them set up, establish, create a papermaking studio where they took shredded office material from the hotels, and we transformed it into paper. And then they also took soap from these hotels, waste soap from the hotels, and they created bars of soap, and then they created paper, handmade paper that wrapped the soap. And then they turned around and are selling those soaps at the different hotel gift shops as a fundraising activity to help fund these women. And so in the 1 month time that we were there in the slum of Mumbai, we were able to set them up with a full studio operation, and they went from earning 6 rupee a day to earning 200 rupee a day each. And so that was a massive increase in their ability to function as human beings. And so we like to think that we help empower them as individuals. So it's a slice of the Peace Paper Project.